Beagle, and welcome to another Stratomatic strategy session for 2013. The new fielding ratings are out for Stratomatic baseball. Had some surprises. The first one will start at the hot corner. Only 2 1s at third base. Adrian Beltre and Mike Moustakas for the first time gets a 1 fielding rating. Also news at third base, Evan Longoria, Ryan Zimmerman lost their 1s. They're now 2s due to their injuries. And Manny Machado, who's going in the top 3 in most drafts, he got a 2 as well, his first partial season, as Stratomatic felt that his fielding helped the Orioles to the playoffs. Miguel Cabrera, Triple Crown winner, did not get a 5 at third base. He got a 4. So he is usable this year at third base. At catcher, we had 3 1s, Yadi Molina, Carlos Ruiz, Matt Wieters. No surprise there, same basically as last year. At first base, we have new number 1s for Freddie Freeman for the first time. Adam LaRoche, he's a 1 in the advanced version. He's a 2 in the basics. He's going to have a high E rating. And then we could see some number 1s to come in the future. Paul Goldschmidt and Anthony Rizzo both got 2s at first base. It's Goldschmidt's second full season here, but obviously their improvement in fielding and Rizzo's great start as a 2 shows they could be 1s in the future. Some disappointments at first base. A 2 for Albert Pujols. Billy Butler gets a 5. Another surprise, Edwin Encarnacion gets a 3. So with his card, you also get usable fielding at first base. There's lots of 1s at second base. Besides the usual suspects, you have Darwin Barney, Danny Espinosa, Gordon Beckham, and Freddie Galvis all getting 1s this year for the first time. Some surprise 2s as well at second base. Dustin Ackley of the Mariners got a 2, which is a surprise. He's not been playing second base for that long. Chase Utley kept his 2 despite his injuries. Jamie Carroll kept his 2 despite his age and the fact the Twins didn't win that much. And Marco Scutaro rides the Giants championship to get a 2 at second base. At shortstop, J.J. Hardy gets a 1 for the Orioles, so they really like the left side of the infield at Glen Cove there. Jimmy Rollins, to a surprise of many, kept his 1 at shortstop despite the Phillies' poor record. Andrelton Simmons got a 1, even though he didn't play a full year for Atlanta. And Tyler Pastornicki, who started the year, got a 4. So a huge difference at shortstop for the Braves. Brandon Crawford, again, the Giants world champions, got a 1 at shortstop. And Alcides Escobar got a 1 with a basic 2, so he'll have a high E rating at shortstop. Tulowitzki and Eric Ibar both lost their 1s, their 2s this year. In the outfield corners, Gregor Blanco, big surprise again for the Giants, got 1s in the corners. He's a 2 in center. Yoenis Cespedes, top 5 in most drafts, left field 2, center field 3. Alex Gordon got a 1 in left field for the first time. Shane Victorino and Josh Hamilton fell to 2s. And Desmond Jennings had one of the most interesting fielding cards. They must have really had fun with the numbers there at Stratomatic headquarters. Left field 2, basic 1. Center field 2. And right field is a 3, but a basic 2. So he's got one of the most interesting cards, depending on which version of the game you're playing. In center field, Adam Jones got returned. He got a 1 again. He had been off there for a couple years. Mike Trout and Ben Revere also got 1s in all fields. So if you don't use the rule where you can move the players from one field to another, Mike Trout and Ben Revere, especially on the online game, you can't move guys around like that. They'll be 1s all fields. Chris Young dropped to a 2, and Drew Stubbs dropped to a 2 in the basic game. They're 1s in advanced, 2 in basic, meaning there'll be a 1 with a very high E rating. Matt Kemp went way down from a 1 all the way down to a 3 in the advanced version. In the basic version, he's a 2, so that means he'll have a very low E rating as a 3. Finally, right field, Andre Ethier got a Gold Glove in 2011 and only got a 3 from Strat, and he's 0. This year he gets a 2 despite not winning a Gold Glove. Nick Markakis drops from a 1 to a 3, and Josh Reddick gets a 1 in right field with a great throwing arm, so that was a real surprise in the corner. This is Matt Beagle signing off for Stratomatic Strategy Session.